Okay guys, so all our track work is done. Next is filling in what would be the cement along the pieces here. And so we are working on that. The easiest way to do this, and I like this for fixing roads, paving small roads, is ready to use joint compound. So I have a small plastic putty knife. You just want some light joint compound. There's a couple different types out there. There's one that has kind of like a fabric to it. I haven't had the best of luck with that, but it's basically just kind of pre-made plaster almost. And you come in and you just put it in your cracks and do some nice smooth paving over it like this. And then when it's all said and done, we are going to sand it. This will need probably a minimum of a few hours to really set up in order for us to be able to sand and do what we want to do with it. But this is going to work out real nice in terms of the aesthetic, how this looks. Just like this. And then we will smooth and pave. This is a cheating way to do it. Obviously, if you are a bigger fan of like Scene Master and the Woodland Scenic cement, please do use that. If you're a fan of mixing your own, that's also something worth doing. Whatever you're comfortable with. This, personally, for me, is one of the easier, cheaper ways to do it. I have another method that I will show you guys later, and that is specifically going to be for the ethanol industry, ethanol plant behind us. And that one is basically just using cardboard that is painted the same. I did that on the old layout. If you ever see any videos from the old layout, you guys will see that as well. And it looks decently convincing. Enough so that half of the scene that you're looking at right now actually has cardboard on it as well. There's some issues here. There you go. This section back here is all cardboard. And I bet you didn't know that until I pointed that out. But anyway, we're going to do this. We're going to smooth. We're going to run both sides of this. If you notice, there's a couple holes I need to fill, so I'll fill those quick while we're at it. Once it's dry, sand, and we'll paint. And then we're ready for the next step, which is going to be put the buildings back, drill some holes for the lighting, and we're done. Okay, here we have it touched up. Once this is dry, which some of it's kind of already starting to dry, but we want to give it plenty of time, we're going to sand it. We'll use the little mini vacuum to suck up all the dust, and then we'll paint it, and then it'll be time to start putting buildings back. All right, guys. So the joint compound is dry, and you can kind of tell if you kind of go in and like touch it slow, which you can kind of see here. It shouldn't move. It shouldn't have any spots that feel spongy or anything like that. My apologies there. Got a light that's going bad. This spot right here still kind of is. I'm going to have to do some more work specifically on that spot. The good news is, oh, sorry, you can't see that. This spot over here. This is still kind of spongy. The good news is that there's nothing that goes there. So I can deal with that later. Not a big deal, right? So I'm just using 220 grit sandpaper from local hardware store or something like that. I kind of fold and roll like this to give me a grip and a little bit better spot. And then, you know, if you haven't sanded before, you don't need a lot of pressure, just kind of gentle. The idea is you want all of this to be smoothed out so that you have a nice, even road surface. So go hit everywhere that you did, just like this. I'll do the rest off camera, and then when we're done, I'm going to use the mini vacuum you come up and grab all that dust so that it doesn't go into your trains and electronics. So I'll go hit that and we'll take care of all of it, and then I'll show you afterwards. All right, sanded and then touched up. I retouched up areas along here because I wasn't super happy with how it looked, so we'll have to resand that, and touched up a couple other spots elsewhere. We'll let that dry again. We'll be back. We'll sand more, and then we should be on to painting, and we'll go paint everything up and weather it and put our buildings in place and all that fun stuff. So almost there. All right, guys. So sanding is done. I even cleaned the rails just to be on the safe side. Next is painting. These are the two colors I'm using. These are just from your local Walmart or whatever. But the pewter gray I like a little bit better. I feel like it looks more like worn cement, worn asphalt. The one that's actually called pavement, in my opinion, is just too dark. But we'll probably use it for maybe like some asphalt patches or anything. So since this is a fairly large space, what I'm going to do is we're going to just basically spread it flat out onto the surface and then use our paintbrush to paint. Because of how this looks, I'm honestly going to paint all of this, and we'll let that dry before we put buildings in and stuff. So remember to shake these well. They do unmix. Their acrylic base, they're water based, so they will kind of unmix themselves. I'm going to do just a little section just to show you guys, and then I will paint the rest off camera, but this will give us this nice cement look to it here. And then we will weather this up when we're fully done. So there's our cement. I'll figure out where to add in some of the like asphalt looking patches. We'll add a couple of those. I'll show those to you, and then we'll go from there. All right, so fully painted. I decided to go ahead and paint the outer and inner cement inlays for the street running the same color. Originally I wasn't going to, but I didn't like the way that the factory color looked, and I wanted something that felt and seemed a little more consistent. So that's what we did. So ready to add some patches. I'm going to put one in the back over here, and probably over here, because I know that'll be out of the way of the main building complex, which is kind of here. The easy way to do this, I'm just taking and putting a drop like that. And then I'm using the brush, let me get my arm out of the way so you can see, to kind of square it. I'm using the square edges of the brush to go like this. And like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, but usually like the asphalt patches are where there's like issues in the cement, and that's where they have torn it up and replaced it. Just something extra detail to add that in, make it look like it's supposed to be there, make it look like something else had been there, road patch, etc., etc. So that's what I'm doing. I have that one. I have a couple more over here. You can see I like those. I like the way they came out. The main idea there, obviously, being that it's the main building's going to kind of block all that, but at least that's some added broken up scene detail that will be nice. Since I have the paints out and the paintbrush, I'm going to put clear over here in the corner. So my bad. I'm going to put some dirt color down, and we're going to add in maybe some grass. I got some of the little mini like scenic flowers, stuff like that. Just some stuff to kind of finish out that very end over there going down to the river. So that's going to be kind of next. Might add some over here by this end of the track as well. I haven't really decided yet, but it's coming together. I'm happy with it. Okay, guys, we're going to let this dry. It kind of is, but it's a little sticky if you touch it. Like the way it looks. I added in ground cover, static grass quick. I have a couple other videos on that, so I didn't show how to do it. Threw a few trees in there just to kind of end this scene over here, which isn't bad. And you see some flowers. We'll probably add in some other stuff later, but overall, not a bad start. Next, we'll be figuring out where the buildings go and then drilling holes for the 2 that are lit so we can run the wiring for them and have those buildings lighted, and then it'll be good to go. Then, the other last step, in addition to weathering, we're going to hand paint yellow and white lines on like traffic flows and where things go and stuff like that. So we have a couple pens for that. I got to find them. I don't remember where they are, but we have a couple pens for that, and that should take care of it for us.